Welcome back to Bullet Catch Gaming. It's Lee here, Bacon Soldier 76, with another weapons test and review, and this one is of the new latest weapon, the AC4 assault rifle. There we go. Quite cool looking, brown and silver, or bronze and silver, or copper and silver. Depends on how you want to look at it. Okay, so the AC4 is actually the weapon that Ash uses in Rainbow Six Siege. And obviously she's one of the characters that we're going to be seeing in the latest update in the next day or so. So keep an eye out for her throughout the game. So anyway, this is going to be the weapons test and review of the AC4. We'll do 25 metres and we will do 100 metres. We'll do with and without suppressor, single shot well aimed rounds, then full auto with both weapons, and we'll do the same over both distances. And see how the weapon fares at those distances. Okay, so let's go into the loadout then, and we'll have a quick look and see what it looks like, and see what the attachments you can have, sights and other bits and pieces. Right, here we are then. This is the loadout. I've set the weapon up a little bit, but we'll go through those in a second, some of the attachments and bits and pieces, the options we can have. As you can see, it's maxed out level Mark 3, so I can't do anything more with it in that respect. So accuracy, looking at the accuracy bar, it looks very, very accurate. At the top end of accurate, which is what we want. Handling is almost midway. Again, that's good. Range as well. Mobility, is that probably down to the mag changing time? Who knows? And the recoil, so it's got quite a high rate of fire. So the recoil on it's going to be quite bad, but we'll see through the game and through the test as to how well that's going to fare in the shoot at 25 metres and 100 metres. So its power is 27%, 860 rounds a minute from a high capacity 50 round magazine. It's firing the standard NATO 5.56 high velocity round. And the magazine change time is 3.10 seconds. And it says it's highly versatile, the gold standard. So it should turn out to be a very, very good bit of kit. So let's just have a look at some of the attachments. So in the barrel, you can have a short barrel or standard. I'm going to go for short barrel because I think it looks cooler. And also, you're bringing the weapon size down for CQB type stuff. The magazine. Oh, you can have one that's got 100 rounds. I think that's going to be a bit stupid, a bit excessive. You can have a standard mag, small mag, or the extended. So we'll go for the extended. We've got a suppressor fitted, but you can have a standard muzzle, a flash hider, or compensator. I'm just going to go for a suppressor. For the rail attachments, you can have the APAL ×3 laser, the Maul DA, PEQ 15, which is what I've got fitted and what I fit to pretty much all my weapons. You can have just a rail cover if you don't want any of that, or you can have a rangefinder. So let's go with the PEQ 15. I've got the comp M4 sight fitted, but you can have the digital sight, the EXP 3, which is very similar to an EOTech sight with a extended magnifier on it. Or you can have the EXPS3 itself, or a good old-fashioned iron sights, panoramic sight, the ACOG, or the Leopold hollow sight. So I've pretty much gone with the Comp M4, so we'll stick with that. So trigger, you can have auto and single, or auto and burst, and obviously that's full auto or 3-round bursts, and obviously full auto or single. So I'm going to go with single trigger fire with auto, and then the pod, the grip, we've gone with just the grip pod, but you can have the RU vertical foregrip, the RVG vertical foregrip, shifter vertical foregrip. You can have just an underbarrel rail, and there's many other attachments you can have when you unlock them. But there we are, that is it. That is the 4 AC. I think probably I've said the AC4 at some time, somewhere along the line. So I am aware of it. Anyone that feels, they want to say so in the comments, I am aware of it. So don't worry about it. I made that cock up. But there we are. That's what that looks like. I am curious though as to what this clean and renew button is. So let's Well, it doesn't do anything. Okay, well maybe I've got to unlock something or whatever. But I don't really muck around with the colour of my guns. If they're black or green or whatever, I'll just leave them as they are. But anyway, that is the loadout for the 4AC Brown. Right, here we go then. Back at the usual spot, doing over the shoulder look rather than with the scope. As you can see, it's too close. So I think this is good enough. Okay, so one round, and so to sight, and then we'll do full auto. And then we'll do the same again with the suppressor, and this is at 25 meters. So one round. Wow. Okay, right. So suppressor fitted. Don't know whether you noticed there, just as we were letting off those rounds, it had a little kick just to the right hand side as the muzzle was rising through the recoil. It just had a little kick off to the right. Let's see if it does the same with the suppressor. Okay, so one round. Yep, there you go, just that little kick. Okay. I only had 30 rounds at the first, and then I ended up changing and we had 50 rounds. So that's a little bit of a glitch there. So we started off, even though I'd changed it to an extended mag, so that's surprising. And I hadn't fired this weapon up until doing these tests. So even going into the loadout, changing the magazine to extended, and coming back into the game, it hasn't changed from a 30 round mag to a 50 round mag until you change magazines. So that's something I've not experienced. So let's put the drone up and have a quick look then. So as you can see then, it's fairly similar in grouping and the shoot pattern as well. Off to the right hand side, a little bit of a kick to the left, and then back off to the right hand side, and obviously we'll start putting rounds into the shed behind us. But at 25 meters, yeah, you're going to chop someone in half. Okay then, let's take the suppressor off. Single shot, and then we'll do 10 rounds, well aimed. One more. Two. Okay, let's change magazine. Put the suppressor on. Change the mag, and then we'll put the drone up and have a quick look at the groupings. I don't think it's going to be that much different. Yeah, it seems a little bit tighter with the suppressor fitted than it does without. So maybe, I don't know. Does it make it more accurate, or is that just me? It does look a bit tighter, doesn't it? So it's probably just down to me. But however, they are very, very tight groupings. So nice big holes in nasty people and left for dead. So that's at 25 meters. So then let's have a look and see how this weapon gets on at 25 meters. Sorry, at 100 meters. Right, there we are at 100 meters. So we'll use the scope. Back to full auto. Obviously, we're going to do our sighting round first. There we go, and then. Change magazines. Suppressor on. Okay, let's put the drone up then and have a look. Even from here you can tell they're not very different, except that as the weapon kicks off, obviously recoil bringing the rifle up slightly to the right hand side, and then here without the suppressor it kicks off to the left, but here on the right hand side you can see the same pattern, and then the recoil seems to bring the weapon higher and higher. So again, that's another surprising. You'd think with less power that the rounds might be closer together, but over a distance with a suppressor they're going to be less accurate. So I think that's probably where that's come in then. The rounds are spread out a little bit further, as you can see. So these 3 rounds here, and you compare them to these 3 rounds here, you can see that they're much more spread out. So with the suppressor then, you're not getting as tight a grouping over a distance as you are without it. So there you go. More accurate over distance without a suppressor. Let's see how we do with a grouping. Okay, take the suppressor off. We're only doing 10 rounds, so I'm not going to bother changing the mag. Let's go to single shot. Just get the timing right for that red dot to fall. One more round. Okay, so let's fit the suppressor. Ooh, that was slightly off. Just wait for that red dot to fall. Two more. Sorry, one more round. There we go. Okay, let's put the drone up and have a look. So you get the timing right, just for that red dot to fall on the target, just at the right time. Yeah, they're both slightly out with one round, but obviously without the suppressor, it's a little bit more accurate. Again, over distance, without that suppressor, it's a lot less accurate. So, so there you go. A good weapon. I do like it. Sounds cool. Looks cool. At close range, you're not gonna miss at all. But over a longer distance, obviously, as you can see, with the suppressor fitted, the rounds are spread out slightly more. So obviously, over that distance, accuracy is affected. Well, that's my opinion anyway. Give it a test yourselves and see what you think. What we'll do then, we'll go off and we'll find some soldiers to have a crack at and shoot up and see how effective this weapon is against some troops. Right, okay, just at the top of this hill, there's a little group of soldiers. Let's change magazine. Make sure we're on full auto. So this is, I'd say let's do it with and without suppressor. We'll take these off and we'll see how effective it is without the suppressor and then with the suppressor fitted. Not bad at all, not bad at all. Okay, so let's put the suppressor on. Let's put the drone up and have a look, see where if we've got any more troops hanging around. Can hear them, but can't see them. Was that a heavy? Let's see how this weapon does against the heavy then, rather than a set of troops, and see how effective the weapon is with the suppressor on a heavy. If it can take out troops without the suppressor, then let's see how long it takes with the suppressor, and I'm not going to bother doing a headshot. That's cheating. Okay, so really, I'm wide out in the open. So I'm down to 29 rounds. So I say it's 21 rounds that took to take out a heavy. So not bad at all. So it's quite effective. It's quite good with the against normal troops without the suppressor on, and with a heavy and a suppressor fitted, it's just as effective. It's a good bit of kit. It's got a high rate of fire, so you're spitting rounds down really, really quick, especially up close. The recoil's not too bad at close distance, so you're getting good rounds down, very, very accurate. Good bit of kit. Apparently, I've heard people saying that it's probably going to be the best weapon on the game, but only you can decide that one for yourselves. Okay, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for all the support you guys have given us over the last year or so. We do appreciate it. Keep watching. There are obviously in the update there's more weapons coming, so keep watching. We'll keep doing as many weapons reviews as we can. So as I say, thanks for watching and stay safe out there, guys, and look after yourselves.